With the Lions starting training camp next week, there's worry that 2 Lions could be potentially holding out for new contracts. Let's talk about both. Hi, it's Mike Payton with A to Z Sports Detroit. Today we're going to talk about 2 potential holdouts the Lions may have to deal with at the start of training camp. The first one is linebacker Alex Anzalone. Now, Lions fans know a lot about this one because Anzalone did not show up for voluntary OTAs or any offseason training. He decided to do all that stuff on his own or elsewhere with some other people, and the Lions seem well aware of that. It's not totally something that is out of the ordinary. We know in the past Amon-Ra St. Brown has trained with his dad, and there's been other situations where other players have trained elsewhere, and the Lions have been totally okay with that. But with Alex Anzalone's contract being completely out of guarantees and really just kind of hanging out there in the wind, there's understanding why he would want a new deal. He hasn't come out and said that he wants a new deal or he wants to hold out. We haven't seen anything like that from Anzalone. I don't think that there's really any reason to believe that he will hold out. I think he will be at camp. I still think the Lions will give him a new deal this summer. Probably not a super long-term one, but at least one that can get him some more guaranteed money and not have him, have any worries about what could potentially happen with his deal. Now, we don't really know what could happen, but I just do not see Alex Anzalone personally as a guy who would hold out. That doesn't mean that he won't. I'm just telling you, when Dan Campbell was asked about this at OTAs, he was not concerned about it. I don't think you should be concerned about it either. Let's move on to the next guy that you probably should be a little concerned about. The next guy is second-round pick Tate Ratledge. This is a really interesting one because Tate is one of 30 second-round picks who have yet to sign their rookie deals. The big reason as to why is because the Texans and the Browns signed both of their rookies to fully guaranteed deals, similar to what you might see with a first-round pick. So right now, everyone's kind of just waiting on Nick Amon-Ra to see if he's going to get a fully guaranteed deal, and that could set off a domino effect. But with camps opening next week, we haven't seen it yet. And Ratledge is set to report on the 16th. That's 1 week away. If they do not get him a deal, it's done before then, he just cannot participate. He just will not be at training camp until they finally get that solved. It's not really a holdout that necessarily he's going through. It's kind of his agent, and it's just the way that the second round of the NFL is right now. Everybody wants to find out if they can get their clients fully guaranteed deals, and nobody really wants to budge until that domino effect starts to happen. And we're going to find out soon if it does, because that is a lot of rookies who are not going to be participating in training camp until they can get some of these deals done. So I would really keep an eye on this one over the course of the next week, going into the 16th. If they can't get it done, again, he cannot participate. He needs to sit out until a deal is done. We're going to see in the coming weeks what can happen, and if the Lions can get a rookie deal done for Ratledge, and if Anzalone needs that new deal before he decides to show up. Until then, we'll see what happens. Talk to you next time.